You know, I'm one of many. From all of the volunteers that are down here on the ground, from all the way across the country to here, everybody that's been on the overpasses, along the highways, from Adelanto, California to this moment here, they're all part of this. They're all part of the organization team. The volunteers that have been down here now busting their butt, this isn't possible without them. Without these drivers being in this convoy, whether they're on a motorcycle, a car, a pickup truck, an RV, or a big truck, a golf cart if it can keep up. They're all organizers of this, because none of this is possible without the American people and people around the world stepping up to help.
It's awesome, and I'm so grateful that you've had Dr. Paul Alexander, who was
my brother from another mother. I know.
Yeah.
You made a mistake. You asked Brian if he's one of you. He is the leader of this convoy.
Right, I know. I've heard that. I heard that. He's so humble man.
Yes. I really not though. There's been over 30 core truck drivers and volunteers that really put this plan in motion. There's been several organizations that got behind us to help logistically. There is so many people involved in this thing that to try to pinpoint one person as a leader is wrong.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's wrong. But it's also not giving enough credit to all of those that have been involved in this process. I am just a voice.
Yeah.
That's it. These people are the convoy.
Yeah.
Not one man, not one person.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking time. I know you're busy. I see everybody demanding your attention. And Canada thanks you for paying a little attention to us. And thank you for the shout out last night when he made a speech. You all saw that you paid respects to Canada.
God bless Canada. To our brothers and sisters up north, both the citizens and the truck drivers, the United States truck driver and the people here at the People's Convoy, we got your back.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you.
I want to say something about follow up what he said on unity.
Yeah.
Are you taping?
Oh yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
so I'm Chief Scientific Officer from the Unity Project. I'm based out in California, along with Pierre Kory here, who's also on the board. I think Brian, let us truck past.
Yeah, let's move over here. Come, bring your beautiful family.
It's fine.
I don't want to miss what you're saying.
Yeah. Over here. This is important.
Yes.
So, speaking once again, Dr. Alexander here in Maryland, Hagerstown. I'm speaking with Laura-Lynn again, and what a wonderful opportunity. She just interviewed Brian Brazzi, who is he is really the lead of the People's Convoy, but there are also Mike Landis, a couple of other core people, a lot of the truck captains up here, and the truckers. Look, the truckers rule the world, and I think he mentioned something yesterday I want to finish up because it's important. I'm a United States resident. I think Laura-Lynn also is a citizen.
Yes.
I'm a Canadian citizen like Laura-Lynn.
That dual.
So I have allegiance to two flags, and I love America, but the Canadian truckers started this, and we can't forget that. We have to give props to the Canadian trucker who was prevented from coming back into Canada when they left to deliver goods in the United States. That's what started this in Canada. The Canadian trucker said, why would I cross the border into America, Niagara, into Buffalo, let's say, Pennsylvania, and then drop my load and come back into Canada, and you're telling me I have to do multiple tests and quarantine for 14 days, and the only way out of that is to double vaccinate. How unfair is that? Because you're forcing you. In other words, the government was tying the hand of the Canadian trucker and making them vaccinate if they cross the border. Because which trucker will come back and you tell them you have to sit down now for 14 days under quarantine? How will they survive? That's what started this and caused the truckers to head to Ottawa. The point is this, that this is a victory. And I'm talking to Prime Minister Trudeau here. I'm talking to Take Back Our Freedoms Canada. I'm talking to all of the people who are involved. Laura-Lynn was there on the floor too. But I'm talking to Prime Minister Trudeau. Prime Minister Trudeau, I voted for you in the election before. What you did with the truckers was devastating. You are not a statesman and a leader, and I'll tell you why. These truckers started in the Mojave Desert in California at Adelanto 3 weeks ago approximately. I was there. They've been peaceful across America. I think Laura-Lynn was also there. Now Brian and we have negotiated a discussion tomorrow with Senator Ron Johnson in the Senate, along with other Congress people and senators who would come. That is what a statesman, stateswoman, or leader does. These people have an issue, they have a gripe, they have something they want resolved. And my role as a scientist in supporting them, like I did in Canada, is to show that I represent the hundreds and thousands of doctors and scientists who are not brave and courageous enough to stand up with them. I'm standing up with Pierre. In Canada was Dr. Roger Hodkinson and Dr. Byron Biddle. We are standing up. Today it's Pierre and me. We are saying that the trucker has the science on their side. And Pierre Kory,
Yay!
Dr. Kory, please come.
Oh my gosh,
We are
I'm
streaming.
your biggest fan.
We are streaming live here. And
Hi, nice to meet you.
this is
You don't know
Laura-Lynn
me,
Thompson.
but I know you because I know Canada. I know.
Yes.
We have played your clips, and we have cheered you on with your message. I am live on YouTube. I cannot say certain words, so I'm gonna have to respect that because I already lost my channel once.
Yep.
But I just want to thank you, everyone at home. You know this man. You know what he stood for. We saw you literally emotional at what you had to fight for.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful you're here. Tell us a little bit. We love Dr. Alexander. We've been following him all through Canada. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're here, and it's not just us two that are here. I mean, we're here on behalf of like 20,000 physicians and scientists have signed the declaration fighting out against these unjust, unscientific mandates, and they range from continuing to vaccinate people for disease that's essentially ended and is mild, for vaccines that don't work, to really, for me, mine is really one of the First Amendment infringements. I mean, they're using tech companies and social media companies. They're acting as state actors. They're working in concert with the government. They're stifling open and honest scientific debate, and it has to stop. We can't even talk about our experiences treating patients, what works and what doesn't. They tell us what we can talk about.
Right.
I mean, is this America?
Right.
It's
What
not the
happened?
America I know or was taught was
Feels
what
like
we were
North
about.
Korea, China right now.
And what Pierre is saying, the key here is, this is a victory. It might be a meeting tomorrow, but what the Prime Minister of Canada failed to allow the truckers, they asked for a meeting to discuss the issue about the mandates that have no scientific basis. He responded by invoking the Emergency Powers Act and cracking down with some enforcers. This is America. Leadership, Senator Ron Johnson, these people show you, Prime Minister Trudeau, what leadership really is about.
That's right.
You need to sit down and talk to the people, let them articulate their position, you articulate yours, and you talk and you resolve.
It's about open debate. We're not allowed to do that. And what's really, I mean, one of the most terrifying aspects of it is we know we have the science on our side. Our science and our data, which is also being suppressed, and they've admitted to this. The CDC has slow-walked and hidden data from state departments of health. The New York Times has them on record for having done that. And when you starve people of data and you use propaganda, and the things that they've said about the vaccines are demonstrably untrue. And so they've literally propagated lies and censored true scientific data. And so when you do that, you have a society that goes mad. And when you see the madness that's going on, for instance, today I saw a patient, it's a pharmacist, and she told me that in her hospital, the hospitalists, when they're discharging a COVID patient who's recovered from COVID, they are vaccinating them as they leave.
Wow.
They're literally recommending vaccines to people who've recovered from COVID.
Right.
The
What
world
sense
has
does that
gone
make?
mad. The world has gone mad. There's no data to support that. And it basically violates Medicine 101. We learned this stuff as a first year medicine. We're forgetting basic truths. They're being violated. And so it leaves me
Scary
speechless
for
every
all
day.
of us, yeah. You've probably never seen anything like this.
I could never have imagined this. This is a movie. This is a horror movie that they're writing here, but it's actual reality. It's our lives right now, and that's why we're here. I mean, we can't have this continue. And so we're trying to stand out. We're trying to keep it peaceful. We want to keep it peaceful. We want to be heard.
Right.
Well, we've had 2 days on the DC Beltway. Yesterday and today we rolled. Today was 2 lanes, 1 lap, no incidents. Police, we're working with the Virginia and the DC police beautifully. I just spoke to one of the special agents on that side there, and everything is going nice. The key here is this is a victory. We're opening the discussion tomorrow. Pierre will be there, I will be there, as well as about 8 or 9 of the trucker leaders and some high-level government officials. This is the way it's done. Canada, the government brutalized good people, and once again we owe thanks to the Canadian trucker. The trucker rules the world. I think the United States is going to finish what the Canadian trucker started. So big props to Canada.
Yeah, we love you, Canada.
Thanks for setting
and
that
big
example.
props to you guys. I know that you pay a price when you speak out, and I have personally paid a price for speaking out. And I lost one of my all-time best jobs because I wouldn't shut up about what I thought was going wrong in the world.
Right.
And I'm so honored now. What it did, though, it does set us up to be very powerful, because when you're not concerned about what people think or what measures can be taken by tyrannical people against you, you become unstoppable.
Yeah.
And we believe that about
Yes.
you, Dr. Kory and Dr. Alexander.
Keep showing up. I'll continue to do so.
And
As
but
long
you
as
have
I'm
to-
getting it wrong.
Thank you.
You have to tell us what this is about.
Well,
please.
this is my shofar, and I went to Bethlehem, Israel a few years ago, and I told them I'm in a war, and I'm going back to fight a war, and I need a really powerful shofar and a symbol of how to battle for war. And it wasn't, it wasn't this war that I thought we were fighting, but apparently we're in war after war after war, and there'll probably be more to come,
Information, yeah.
right? And we've got a lot of things happening behind the scenes. So when I carry this, it's to remember my God and the promise that I felt He gave me, that if I battled, He would be with me. And so this is it. I'm so blessed, Dr. Kory, Dr. Alexander.
Yep.
Thank you
Nice
so
meeting you.
much. I'm your biggest fan.
Thank you.
He knows I'm his
Thank
biggest
you.
fan too. So I love you guys.
We like hearing
What
it.
an honor, right, guys? Oh man. Our whole audience in Canada knows about you because of me, all right?
Awesome.
Because I tell them all the time.
That's
Okay,
great.
bless you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
All right, take
Definitely.
care, everybody. Peace out. Hey, are you ready? I got him. I know.
Because what happens,
You did good. And you
like,
never see him
you'll
again.
never see you. You wouldn't give me the time of day, so you gotta look first.
I
That's why
love
when I
it.
see somebody,
I want you to walk us around. Can you just do 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Let me give the flag a part.
Yes.
Video and then,
Oh, you can.
or you can do it when
And-
you want to walk.
Yeah, well, I want
tell
to.
me.
Well, what do you need to do to give it a plug? Do you need
I
to
can
show
walk
it?
No, we just want to let people know about
Yeah.
it, website and that. So.
I would love to see that. Oh, you can do that, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we should be getting the earpiece on to get better sound. Yeah.
We're trying to get a flatbed, a white one, so they can show it on the screen and pull it behind it right now. So there's one there that would work, and that's Brian's. But we have to have someone to lift it off first and bring it over there. But we'd rather try and get a.
Yeah, because, well, I want to give we'll plug your website and where it is and your idea.
Yeah.
Let's plug your idea if you're ready for that. Okay, everyone, we're just going to do a walk and talk. This is an awesome guy that I just met, and you know what? It's going to be a very cool, hang on tight here. Now, would you mind rating the flag? Let's go over near that truck right over there. Do you want me to take that now? Oh, this is good, you guys. Want you to just look all the way down. Beautiful American flag, and this fella's gonna tell us how he's got the biggest flag of all time. But hey, how are ya? Who are you? Mike. Yeah. Are you from Canada?
No, we're from here, America.
Really? You're from America, and you know Laura-Lynn from Canada? That's fantastic.
Glad
Did you
you're here.
Did you watch the Ottawa thing?
Yeah, we watched it a lot.
Amazing, right?
The coverage, the live stream is what made it, you know.
Right.
Like, we didn't trust the media, so.
You didn't trust the media, and you were able to see what was really going on through what we
A lot
presented.
more respect for Canadians now.
That's fantastic. I love you guys. Hi, guys. Hi, Lincoln. Oh, nice to see you.
Thanks
Well,
for coming
thank you
down.
for the shout out. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so there's a gorgeous, if we could talk to you, first of all, it'll be quiet over here. You got to hear this guy's idea about how we can connect Canada and the United States in one fell swoop. And these guys got some cool t-shirts on over here. All right. Okay. Oh, isn't this great? We the people. Look at that. Does that have a nice, nice look to it there, Mr. Producer Man? All right. Okay. So, oh, it's nice and quiet back here. So hopefully you guys can hear what we have to say. So give us again your name, your company, and because the real thing here is that we see that we've had some great success, but how do we keep the success going?
Well, I got a couple of thoughts. We just got done coming from Indianapolis. We did an extraordinary, massive, first time that flag was unfurled. It was a brand new flag with the gold trim. It was beautiful in Indianapolis. And then my brother John, who's part of the effort, and his son Sam were driving it back to Nebraska. And I decided, well, what am I going to do? So I said, oh, well, I'm going to go to the Hagerstown here. So I came here, flew here, got here, and all of a sudden the flag video went viral. And people said, is the flag going to be there? And people started showing up to do the flag because it's a very popular thing to do. They saw the video. And so they came here. My brother says, we got to get that flag there.
Right.
So he went all the way back to, he FedExed it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the bill is, but it was extraordinary to overnight it here to get it.
Oh,
He got it here, he flew over here, he came back, and we did it here, and it was just incredible. But I've been having so many people, I said, you know what the highlight for us was that flag you did in Indianapolis. It just came together so quick, so fast.
Now, I want to tell everyone at home, first of all, Aaron, producer man, back at the studio. Aaron, I just sent you an email with this guy's video on it. It's absolutely spectacular,
Get
Aaron.
some tissues.
Yeah, get some tissues for sure. You'll be crying, son. But I want you to get it ready, and we can play it in a bit, and we'll see when we can do that in our after we. But how do people go and see this video?
Okay, our website is epicflagevents.com. epicflagevents.com, all one word. You can go there, you see the video, see what we're doing, and it's a really beautiful video. And so anyway, we're doing that, and we helped out with this one. We did one here. We're going to have another video from this one as soon as my John's son and my sister Sharon got that flag here, and they're going to do another one.
Now, do you make flags, or how do we get a huge Canadian flag?
I got the company.
Okay, you got the company that can do it.
And the most best price.
Okay.
Yeah. They're not cheap, but
they're
we
not
got it.
cheap, but it's worth it.
Oh, big
because
time.
this is the largest American flag you've ever seen. If you go to the video, you'll see how, and they unfurled it at a convoy.
First
right.
time ever.
Right.
We just bought that flag back there. My sister lost her husband, and he wanted to do that flag, so we dedicated that video to him. Yeah.
How beautiful.
Yeah.
So now give us your idea about connecting.
So we just came. I flew in from Minneapolis because I was trying to get the flag there. So I live in California, as I affectionately call it, communist California. But so I flew on there, and I got Sunday night into Indianapolis to help them. Monday night I went the next day. This wonderful man, Ted Everett Farm Equipment. I met him there. No one was there yet. And I said, Ted, well, when did they tell you this is going to happen? He goes, 1 o'clock yesterday. I go, what? He produced, all that effort happened in 24 hours that you see.
Wow. On that video.
Yeah, it's incredible. So anyway, so we got that going, we did it, got it done, and we headed here. And we want to do something extraordinary again. So in Barstow, we just finished the tour here, and they're going to thinking of names. Well, my thought was, and my idea, and I'm going to give it to Brian too, is let's do a north-south convoy and bring in Canada.
Yes.
Our brothers and sisters from Canada.
Right.
And we put somewhere on the border in Canada, Montana, Idaho. There's a lot of places,
Yep.
North Dakota, and we put this flag on our side, and we put the Canada side, same one as we have one made,
Yep.
and put it on that side. And you guys start
And we roll them out. Can you imagine the video?
simultaneously.
Yeah.
And all of the truckers who want to join this convoy will
Oh.
cross, come over, and we can walk.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it
And
happening.
we start in that place in Canada, and then we head south to guess where? Where's the trouble right now? Like you had trouble?
Yeah.
We have trouble, the southern border, Texas and Mexico.
Right.
People are being shot at, killed. They don't say anything in the media about it. But my friend was down there and says, you have no idea these farmers down here, what they're doing to them. Child trafficking, and what Trump said, like murderous things. I mean, and these people have no, hey, where's your mask? Where's your COVID shot? They just
Right.
come in and
They're
just
not
push them all
asked
over
for
the
that,
country.
yeah.
No. So we will head it down there, go all the way across the country. We'll have, do it just like he did here.
Yeah.
It'll be east and west like he did. I think we should go north and south.
Right.
I think he'll like the idea.
So somewhere, and maybe there's several borders too. Like you kind of do a shot across all the borders. I don't know, and
Yeah.
do it a couple times. I don't
Yeah.
know. Get, because we're not allowed into each other's country right
We
now.
won't go into Mexico.
Yeah.
There we'll stay. But
Yeah.
we'll stay on our side.
Right.
And we'll stop the
But
illegals.
there might be some freedom fighters that'll put out
we'll
the.
have drones to show the people how they're coming
Yeah.
in, the child trafficking, what's going on there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they don't want to show it.
Right.
But we will.
You will.
Because we show the truth.
Yeah,
and we're
fantastic.
going to officially make you part of the team.
I love it, and I'd really like to be part of that.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
know there's the Patriots that we worked with up
Yeah.
in Canada, those that
Yeah.
put together that whole event.
Yeah.
I know their names, and we can reach out, and
Yeah.
they know how to make things happen.
And we'll have a little more time to plan than this one.
Yes.
So we can really do it right.
Yeah.
And it'll be,
Now, as an American, when this says "We the People,"
yeah. We the people run the government, not the government run the people. Okay? It's not we the government, it's we the people. That's our Constitution. That's the first three words. Okay? We the people, not we the government.
it's
But they
kind
got
of
it
changed,
backwards.
hasn't it? Like the government seems to, they get the power,
Oh.
and now they're bludgeoning the people,
Well, here,
forcing
let
the
me just
people.
give you just one little tiny sample. There's millions of them with the swamp. Nancy Pelosi, she's in my state. She's the Speaker of the House. She's been in there almost, 30 years, some plus. She makes $174,000 a year. You know how much she's worth though? Her fortune?
Million.
$150 million.
150.
You know what she made last year on the high tech, like Zuckerberg stock and all that stuff? $30 million on stock last year. Oh, wait,
Gee,
insider
she seems
trading.
to, right,
Anybody else
she
gets
seems to know a lot about what's
wait a
going
minute,
to go
you're making
up.
$174,000, you're worth $150 million, Nancy?
Wow.
And what do you want to tell us, Dewey? They had a picture, they were interviewing, she was in her house in Pacific Heights, San Francisco as we call it. And she was showing her a $50,000 refrigerator and freezer, and she's, oh, here's my ice cream. And so, oh, what kind is it, Nancy? It was liberal media, they were real nice to her. Oh, what kind is, oh, here, this one's cherry chocolate, da-da-da, and this one only costs $25 a pint. Oh, excuse us. Meanwhile, 2 blocks around her house are starving, homeless people by the thousands. You know,
Wow.
you remember Marie Antoinette?
Yeah.
Let them eat cake. My saying for her was, she would go, let them eat ice cream.
Right.
You know,
Got it.
what a, it's,
Got it.
yeah.
Got
But
it.
you get the picture.
It is really sad, and I sympathize with both of our countries are really
Yeah.
in a state right now.
Yeah.
How many? I can't even begin to guess how many are here.
Let's
but
just walk inside. You want us to show you something.
Yeah.
Once you get a feel for this, you're going to be blown away.
right. So you can just kind of get some visuals
Yeah.
all up and down here. Do you want me to take this flag and we'll come back to it?
Trees over there. That's where they're at.
Okay. You bet. So I just want y'all to get a handle on how big
about
this
6
is.
o'clock,
Yeah.
you'll see all the truckers come out here, and then Brian's going to come. He gives them the
Okay,
update.
Brian's going to give an update today.
Yeah.
How long is it till 6 Eastern Standard?
It's 5:22.
Oh, it's 5:22. All right.
Quick little tour. and
Okay.
then we can always
Yep. We'll catch Brian later. Isn't this cool? Hey, could you give us 1 second? Hey. Yeah, we did. Can you talk on our feed? We're saying hi to 8 platforms right now. And this was the guy, and I already found your video. And another guy found me, and he knew me on your video.
there you go.
So he
Good.
put it on his channel and said, here's Laura-Lynn. And so we've got that up. Yeah, so thank you.
Fry.
Yeah.
RVTV or something.
Yes, yeah. It
He's
is.
streaming a lot of my stuff right now. He's
He
streaming a lot
loves
of,
your
I think
stuff.
he's streaming a lot of everybody's stuff right,
Right.
now.
So you look like the down-home kind of American, good old, great guy.
Yep, me, I bleed red.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Red-blooded, yeah.
So what's it like? What's it been like for you? He's a YouTuber in and of himself, but you're here to really experience all this. So what's it like?
I've been reining myself back because of the YouTube stuff. I've been reining I have a little bit stronger feelings, but I'm streaming right over there right now.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
But I have a little stronger views, but I'm trying to rein back because of the YouTube stuff.
I know, and we're on YouTube
I've
as
heard
well.
several people that have been, YouTube has cut them and stopped their channel completely because they got a little too rambunctious or exuberant or whatever word you want to use. So I've been trying to basically. Do you remember during the Gulf War, and when we went to Iraq and Kuwait and all this? You remember they had the reporters riding around in the tanks, in the Hummers, in the Humvees?
I do.
The embedded reporters.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at myself as that. I'm an embedded reporter in a truck showing what's going on.
Right.
Okay, and when I'm holding the camera, I'm just walking around talking to people just like this guy. I grabbed this guy, say he's a friend of mine, we're walking around and we're just showing people back home what's going on.
Yes.
That guy is that camera.
Yes.
Okay, and that's what I'm doing.
Yes.
Simple as that. But
Yes.
just so people at home can actually see what's going on when they watch the news and they get a 30-second blurb about, a whole bunch of trucks come through town. Oh, John, how about the weather? It's just that, we reported. No, you didn't. You made a blurb about it, and it's ridiculous.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to do is leave people at home, or the people at home that want to be here, walking around, they can live vicariously through that camera.
That's
kind of what I'm
amazing,
doing.
because how important is it when mainstream media is not covering the truth of who y'all
They're
are?
supposed to be unbiased. They're supposed to show the news. Now, granted, they'll say, well, we are showing the news. What's going on in Ukraine? This is going on in our country, so why aren't they covering it here too?
Right.
I know they only have a certain amount of time on the evening news, okay? But we have news channels that are 24/7, and we're getting precious little, very precious little. I've heard that, we were on this channel a little bit, and they had this guy interviewed for a little bit, but I mean, it's so small for what's going on. It needs to be bigger, more exposure.
Yes.
But-
What do you think has compelled a great number of truckers and American patriots to give up their time, to invest their own funds, to bring out their vehicles in whatever manner, whether a truck or a suburban, to come to fight for? We look at you as being pretty free.
Yeah. We're not tied down to a desk. We're not tied down to a punch clock. Especially most of these guys are independents, okay? And we're not tied down to whatever. And a lot of them, have enough money saved up in their savings account. But when they're doing this, they're failing to make any money, okay? So it's hurting their bank accounts, okay? It's probably not costing them a lot to do it, but it's costing them a lot in lost revenue.
Right.
And running a business, any business for the most part, but trucking business, it's very high overhead. Okay, so when they're not driving around doing all this stuff, sure, the convoy people they're paying for the fuel, they're paying for my dinner here, they're paying for that kind of stuff. But I could be making so much more money out driving a truck rather than sitting in a parking lot. Okay, so and these guys make a lot more money than I would, because I'm semi-retired now. I only drive for a few months during the summer, but a lot of these guys, they're losing out on $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 a week of revenue they could have made. Okay, so put that in. We've been doing. A lot of these guys have been doing it here 2 weeks already. Tomorrow and a Wednesday will be 2 weeks.
It's quite a sacrifice.
Right, and the guys that started, they were over there a couple of days before Wednesday. So it was like a week, 2 weeks ago today is when they unloaded their trailer in, we'll say, Los Angeles or Sacramento or Fresno or somewhere in California. and showed up at the original site. Okay, so those guys have been at it for 2 weeks. Well, if you're looking at 8, 10, 12,000, 6,000, whatever they make per week, you add double that. So there's $20,000 they failed to make. You know, so now, oh my gosh, they make $20,000 a week. No, that's revenue. That's revenue. You got fuel. Oh man, look at fuel prices.
Oh, what do you
Right.
think about fuel right now?
Yeah,
Bad.
when it started, I thought it was a bunch of truckers going up to cry about fuel prices, which they have, they have a right to do that.
Right.
But I'm like, that happens all the time, and I think it's just a trucking thing. But when I was in Golden Valley, Arizona, the first stop that first night on Wednesday night, the radio or people were saying, oh, they're out there on the highway and they're getting off, and there's 300 of them. Oh, okay, so I'm expecting 300 trucks to pull in here. And I told the owner of the pizza place, your parking lot ain't big enough for 300 trucks. He goes, I don't know, we're going to do what we can. We'll get them in here. We got other streets and places we can park. Okay, it's out in the desert. They can expand. So anyway, I says, man, there's no way for them to get 300 trucks in here. But I was going to stop, make a video about it as they came in, my little YouTube video, and then I was going to carry on. They pulled in, there's only 30 trucks. And I'm thinking, okay, well, so much for this. But then RV, car, truck, pickup car, a Prius, they're all pulling in, and every one of them are all decorated out, getting flags and all that. And somebody I was sitting there talking to pointed out, those guys are in the convoy too. That's not just the trucks. There's 300 vehicles in the convoy. I don't know what there are now, but there's a lot more than that.
It's a lot more than 30 trucks now too.
When we were coming across like Ohio, our convoy was huge, okay? But that's all these guys. We were in the convoy and they come in and they're still working. They're going from point A to point B, and they just happen to stumble across the convoy. Man, I'd like to get in that. So they'd actually get in the convoy and they'd ride with us for 200 miles or 50 miles or all the way across the state or whatever.
Nice.
But when we pulled in to get fuel or spend the night somewhere, they just keep going. They were in the convoy, but temporary. Okay. So everybody, the media, they want to look at, there's only 30 trucks, there's only 50 trucks, there's only 110 trucks, I have a video today, I stopped and the whole convoy went by and we were counting trucks. I quit counting and let my people start counting because I was too busy, yakking.
Yeah.
But I want to go back and review the footage myself and actually count them up and see how many, okay?
Nice.
But that's just the guys that are here, okay? There's people in Pennsylvania. I thought I saw something.
Yeah.
I thought it was a helicopter.
Yeah, right.
It's a big bird.
Right.
But there's people in Pennsylvania trucking westbound right now. There's people in Florida trucking northbound. There's people in California trucking southbound. They are here in spirit, okay? They're not here physically here because they have bills to pay. They're driving a company truck, whatever the reason might be, okay? They don't like crowds, whatever their reason might be. But they're here, okay? In their heart, they're here. Physically, they're not here. They just because of whatever reasons they have. So anyway, I don't know what else to go with.
Yeah. Oh no, that is so amazing, and thank you so much for your passion and your heart to, to film all of it and to tell the story. Where can people follow you?
Oh, Sasnak. I have a YouTube channel. I talked to you guys last night.
Yep.
I don't know if you.
There it is, SASNAK on YouTube.
Right. I was born in Kansas. You see it?
Oh.
And I just flipped it around.
It's
Kansas spelled backwards.
I can remember that now.
That's for you.
That's awesome.
But
Thank you.
I had a YouTube channel. It's my daily trucking life. Not even trucking, just the things I do. It's kind of a daily blog kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was just traveling around, and a lot of it's around trucking because that's my life, trucking. But I also do camping. I do farming in Kansas. I got a friend who farms in Kansas. So I go up and do that. It's kind of a mix of different things.
Right.
That's what I was doing. And then this came along, and I never did live streams. I do edited videos with music behind them and all this. And all of a sudden this came along, and I started live streaming, and people have glued on.
You're very likable, I have to say. You're just a very likable guy.
Girls like cowboys.
Girls like cowboys.
This is your husband, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
But he knows I like cowboys. He's okay with it.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's so fantastic. You're awesome.
No.
We'll catch you again. And then one final question is just about America. Since you grew up, would you say that that there's been a decline in values, morals, principles, and freedom?
Obviously.
Yeah.
I grew up in a small Midwestern farming town. And you ever seen the TV show Leave It to Beaver?
Yes.
Father Knows Best.
Yes,
You know,
we love it.
all those kind of old shows back in the 50s. That's the America I grew up in. Okay. And what's going on now? I don't want to even get into all of it. You know what's going on now.
Yeah.
This country is not the same that from 50 years ago.
What we're really doing here is just carrying on from what happened in Canada, because you know what, guys? I really get moved when I see all of these people and all of the love and that same feeling that we had in Canada. It's been so beautiful. And to realize that what got started, you know, I'm looking right straight ahead at another truck and it's got a Canadian flag there. All through this is Canadian flags. And I just want to say that we are in the fight of our lives, and I don't know what your part is. This is my part, and you know, getting up and trucking across the country's been, well, a little bit of a jaunt, that's for sure. And but I think that we feel that we have to do it, and so I'm so grateful. My husband came along, puts up with all the cowboys, you know, kind of flirting with me. You know I love you, sweetie. But the real battle, it is for our children and for our grandchildren, and we've lost a lot. And on some platforms, you can't even say, you know, what's going on, and that's sad. So I'm going to be very careful. But to be able to speak with Dr. Pierre Kory and Dr. Alexander, what an honor and a privilege. Let's go see what you can get for free. I don't think I really need anything, but. Wow, this is an old truck. Is that your?
That's his. It's a 1958 Mack truck.
1958 Mack truck.
It's actually a semi truck.
A semi. 1958. Wow. So is he the guy sitting in there?
Right over there.
Oh man, thank you. Let's have a look at that. Oh, okay. You got a big truck over there? Oh, I love it. I'm going to come see that one. Hi, no, you're not in trouble.
Well, I don't know, they got me on the news already.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We're good news. We're good news.
All right.
Yeah, we're broadcasters from Canada.
All right, right.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about this amazing vehicle.
Well, it's a 58 Mack, like he said. It used to be a water tanker truck. Now it's a 97 Ford Explorer underneath with a C4 automatic, 5.0 V8. We drove it up here from Georgia. Probably went to Nashville, from Atlanta to Nashville to Knoxville, and all the way up here, and slow rolled all the way here.
I love it.
Rallied at some truck stops on the way, stopped and spend the night, and picked up some of these drivers and brought them with us. What you got there?
Oh, I just got a bag. Yeah.
I'm talking about the thing in your hand.
Oh, okay. This
yeah.
is a shofar. You know, it's when you're preparing for war. It has the Lion of Judah engraved on it. So
Looks like a good shifter.
Yeah, it'd be a very good shifter for sure.
Right.
Now that hat you're wearing, how old is that hat?
I found it in an old car probably about 8 years ago.
Right.
And my wife hated it. And she left about 2 years ago, a little bit more than that. So I put it on as soon as she left, and I ain't took it back off. I figured she wouldn't come back if I had this hat on my head.
Right. That's a good story, sir. I like it. Thank you very much. And thanks for sharing your trucker story. Thank you. All right. Sir, can you tell us about your truck and what? This is yours, right? Yeah.
It's just a message for everybody.
Keep this.
It's just a message.
It's just a message, and so you're yeah, freedom ain't free. We the people are pissed off. Okay, sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.
Who needs who? Adopt a trucker, adopt a trucker. That's awesome. Now, is that a place that people can support the truckers down here in the U.S.?
Or either just me or him. I mean, we're not getting, like,
Yeah.
we didn't come up here with these guys, so.
Right.
We came out of Georgia. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So what brings a guy like you with your truck? What kind of truck is this? What's this called?
Kenworth T680.
Yep. Looks like it can haul a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I haul mainly like produce and meat and
That's
basically
wonderful.
whatever, but mainly produce.
So you keep the people fed so that we don't have a famine.
There you go.
I appreciate that.
I'm not feeding nobody right now.
No.
I mean,
No.
that truck will not have another load on it until something's done.
Right. Is that how you feel about
That's
this,
how
eh?
I feel about it.
Yeah. What has compelled you to come to that?
Oh, because people
decision?
are losing their jobs over all of this, and you know what I mean? Yeah, I haven't lost my job, but yet. I mean, but who knows? You know what I mean? So, I just don't think it's right. I think everything they're doing is all the way wrong. Like, it's really bad. So.
Did you ever think you'd see your America come to this place of trying to force sort of some medical?
When I became a truck driver 18 years ago, I never thought I'd be doing anything like this. I mean, who would, you know? I mean, like, but it's just, it's pretty emotional. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, nobody thought this was gonna happen, and now it's happening. So.
Right.
And you're from Canada.
I'm from Canada, yeah. And
Awesome.
did you see the people along the highways? Did you feel like, wow, America's behind you guys?
The support has been amazing, like breathtaking, amazing. Like, it's been great. But
Yeah.
then you have the few different ones that don't support it too, I guess. So.
Right. So there can be a little bit of a split in how people feel about all this.
And that's what the government wants, is separation. And that's what we got to put aside. I don't care what race you are. I don't care if you're gay or straight or who you are. You know what I mean? If you're a person, you should have your rights as a person that you was born with, right? That's what I think. I mean, and that's how I feel about it. This is not called a trucker convoy for a reason. This is a people convoy or a freedom convoy. You know what I mean? It's not just for truck drivers. It's for everybody.
Right.
And we need everybody. We need everybody to stand up and put your differences aside and come together as one. You know what I mean? That's what we have to do.
Did you see what happened up there in Canada?
And,
Yeah.
and
What?
it made me sick.
At the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made me sick. I've been praying for y'all every day, you know, and
Thank you.
it just
We're
wasn't
really
no good.
stuck with a very tyrannical leader.
Oh yeah, there ain't no doubt about it, and we are too.
Yeah. Build back better buddies.
Right.
Yeah.
They're totally buddies for sure.
Yeah.
So
Sir, thank you for sharing your story.
God bless you.
God bless you, and thank you for standing up for everybody.
no doubt. Thank
yeah,
you so much.
You're a hero, sir. We appreciate
Shake
you.
your hand, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate your
Y'all
time.
have a wonderful day.
Yeah, you as
Wonderful
well.
evening.
You as well. God bless. So you giving out free stuff here?
Yeah, it's just been donations, and we're actually looking for something, so
Oh, I think I saw you yesterday.
probably.
Yeah, you got my purse.
Oh, okay.
I'm the purse lady.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Goodness, you got it.
I will forever be indebted.
I was worried whenever, because I told Art, I said, he came to me and I said, take it to our truck.
Right.
We will find her.
Right. Is that's the Polish? Is he your hubby?
I'm sorry?
Is he your hubby? No.
He's just a very close friend. of
Right,
ours.
right. And you said.
Through trucking.
So I just need to tell everyone. So yesterday I lost my purse, the one that's on my hand here. So I'm not putting it down anywhere. I put it down on the ground and walked away. And then this good lady right up there, she was sick about it. And I could see that you felt sick about it. And I was glad because I really needed somebody to care about my purse. You're awesome. Thank you. We're having a good time. God bless you. All right. All right. Sorry, everyone, for the noise. All right. Let's go look around. So, oh, look at this. I love this sign right up here. Can we get that? Can you just walk down that? Look at that. That says, timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. Thomas Jefferson said that, and that's pretty cool. Look at that. Just amazing. Look back through here. This is kind of cool. Everywhere you go, oh, look at this one back here. Down here there is row after row after row of trucks, and I just heard that some guys from Dominion Raceway's all coming down here. So now this is quite a truck. You got a Holy Bible. I saw this one going around yesterday. I'll try to get a picture in front of it, Fight hard, everybody. Fight hard for freedom. I've had an amazing time getting to know a lot of people. Here's another Canadian flag. Isn't that cool? Are you able to capture that? Sort of maybe go ahead and get that, what it says. Here, let me, I'll zoom in a bit. Isn't that amazing? And you can see they've got the Canadian now. I don't know who came up with this Canadian-American flag, but not sure who did that, but it is really cool to have the Canadian and the American flag together, and that's what I'm carrying. And I know I will get a Canadian flag, just a Canadian flag, but right now, in honor of the Americans supporting the initiative of our amazing truckers in Canada, who are, by the way, making some headway to begin doing some incredible things. They're not done. So I don't know if you heard this, but Tamara Litch, she's out today. She's out of jail. The guys let her out. And there was a judge that he wasn't one of the other bought off ones, so she's going to be getting out, and that's a good thing. And she doesn't need to be held there as a political prisoner the way that you've heard they're holding other people in other parts of the world. So I'm wondering, Aaron, if you want to
we're only on Facebook.
Oh, right, we're only on Facebook, yeah, so you can't really do that. Okay, let's go have a look down here, and I'll just kind of, or do we go back there, JT? I see a gal standing. There's so many people. How about this group over here? That'd be fun. I feel like it's old days, like Coffee Shop Girl. I don't know if any of you knew my show I used to do. It was called Coffee Shop Girl, and I would basically go from place to place and eat people's sandwiches right off of their plate. Yeah, you had to be there, but it was actually really fun. And I never had to buy food. I'd just eat other people's food. You gotta have fun, don't you? Just a little bit of fun. And I know they have security that kind of wanders around, and I think I look pretty safe with a shofar and a flag. Blow the shofar? Well, it ruins my lipstick. That's one reason. So I gotta be prepared for it. Hi there. Hi guys, how are you?
How are you?
We've got a great audience
This is
from.
Chance from Idaho.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's so
pretty
cute.
Cool. He just wants to check you out. He's super friendly.
Abs-
He will not bite you.
He won't bite. Yeah. We I saw your shirt. Can we look at the back of your shirt there? You see that? It says pro God, pro gun, and pro life. And so that's really cool. What brings you all out here to this convoy? We've got a Canadian audience. I was part of the convoy to Ottawa, and I was there the whole time. If you saw that, that sort of.
I saw you interview people down
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here for a variety of reasons. They've infringed on several rights of ours, but I also have 2 little boys at home that I can't let go to the park. I'm out of my sight because of the other pandemic that's going on, the 800,000 kids a year that disappear. And
Yeah.
I
No
just
one's
want
really talking about that
nobody's
as much.
talking about that. Everything gets silenced as far as Maxwell goes. Why was Comey's daughter prosecuting the case?
Mm-hmm.
He was in on the stuff against the other guy that a lot of us are in favor of. So
Right.
it's just, it seems like a big circular.
So you're
scheme.
kind of looking at
I
America's a
want
bit of a
everything
mess.
fixed. I want everything fixed. I don't want just one problem fixed. I don't want just the vaccine mandate fixed. We've got a big problem and it needs to be fixed now. We just paid $4 or $5 a gallon of gas at the gas station down the road.
I know.
You know, like
I know.
I liked $1.89 myself.
Yeah, let's get back
Just
to
saying.
that. And you're a gal, and so you're out here as well. So what brings you to this battle?
Same thing pretty much. We're against the mandates and we against the tyrannical government, really.
Yes.
Yeah. Just trying to make a stand.
Well, is this your car here? Or
ours is
down there, yeah. Because a lot of there's the Canadian American flag kind of combined.
Oh,
It's on a
love
lot
that.
of cars right behind you there.
Right.
And so do you feel that this is going to be helpful, that they'll wake up? I hear that there's some negotiations with the government going on tomorrow.
I hope so.
Yeah, we
Hopeful,
want
yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In Canada, our Prime Minister Trudeau, do you follow anything? Do you guys have any opinions on this guy? Like, he called us terrorists, he called us racist, he said we were a fringe minority, when in fact I guess that fringe minority scared him so badly that he froze our accounts.
Right.
You know?
We heard about that.
Yeah.
He's just part of the whole gaslighting crew. That's
Right,
just a puppet also.
just a puppet,
Yeah.
yes. One more.
Right.
Yeah.
With the trucks that they impounded, that they were going to sell in order to reimburse the city for the expense that was incurred by by the truckers. What happened with that?
I did hear that was on the table as a discussion, but I never heard that they did it. And to my understanding, everyone is slowly getting all their equipment back. They have found their trucks in bad shape, some of them with things missing, smashed windows.
They've been left running unnecessarily for periods of time.
That's right.
Is that rumor?
You guys came clear from Canada?
That they did what?
That they left the trucks running in the lockups
Oh.
unnecessarily for periods of time.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true, but that's one thing I've heard.
I didn't hear that one, but I wouldn't put it past them. They just wanted to make them pay, you know, and these paid off shills and who did, you know, followed orders and did what they could to great freedom-loving, patriotic Canadians is very sad.
And the organizer of the convoy, I heard he's locked up. Is that true? Is he still
Right,
locked
Pat
up right
King.
now?
So I heard that Pat was out. I know Tamara Leach. She got out today, and she was held for a long time. Ridiculous, right? No bail.
They wouldn't let her get bail because she would commit mischief if she got out.
Right, but as of today, she's out.
I heard that they overruled.
They overruled it, yeah, as of today. So.
Are any of those bank accounts been
Yes, so
released
the
back
bank
to the
accounts
donor-
have been released.
donated to the convoy?
Yeah, the bank accounts were unseized, unfrozen, And then the lefties are apparently super mad about it because they believe everyone should be paying a very high price for standing for freedom.
So there's no consequences for the banks being unnecessarily frozen.
Right. And
it's just,
it should be. I'll tell you what the consequence was to the banks, that a lot of people took out a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we figured out that our money is not safe. Let me just say this to the camera, and everybody that's in Canada should remember this. Our money's not safe there, so my husband and I took our money out of Canada. I am admitting that fully now. We took our money out of Canada because we can't trust our government. If you can have your bank and your business account and everything frozen because you don't believe that you should be vaccinated, you know, against your will, then I don't know what to tell you, but democracy is about freedom, and we the people in the United States and in Canada do not want that. And so take your money out, you know. I guess you're all Americans. Yes. Do you feel like something like that could come to America?
Oh yeah.
Most certainly could.
Yeah.
When you take
Scary, right?
The way that your dollars, the value, like if your inflation is the way that is going, even if it's out, in the end, you're going to lose on your money.
Right.
You know, but at least you're hiding it from being seized.
Yes.
And now they're even going after digital currency, Bitcoin.
Digital currency. They want to be able to track that and get at that. Nothing's safe now. Silver and gold coins, I guess. I don't know.
You can only put so many goals in your
Right. It's pretty hard to walk around with that in your pocket. Yeah, too many of those. Yeah, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah.
you for what you're doing.
All right. Thanks for standing strong. All right. Okay. I'll hand that back to you. There you go. How about this?
What's your YouTube channel, guys? Before you turn off, I didn't want to get you while you're on camera and bug you.
Oh, we're still on.
Laura-Lynn, Tyler Thompson.
Might as well get on there.
Yeah.
I got some videos up too. They're only like 20-second videos, but it's all the bridges when we were coming in.
Is that right? I'd love to see that. So could you tell us on camera what yours is? Is it
I don't. You can if you can find it.
Wayne Lawrence? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's under Wayne Lawrence, and you got kind of
I got a pineapple head as
pineapple head. Yeah,
yeah.
blue one. Okay.
but
I'd love to show some of those actually.
I'd like you guys all to see them.
Yeah, that is
just
cool.
the bridges when we came in.
Here, JT, can you see this? Oh, start it again. Start it again.
It'll play over. They're only short.
Oh,
They're only
look at
about
that.
5 seconds long to 30 seconds long, so it doesn't take much of your day, but you get to see a lot of the support.
Nice. You got another one?
I got a bunch of them. I'll get another one of the big ones. We got
All right.
1.8 thousand on this one today so
Oh,
far.
nice. That's beautiful. Isn't that touching to see all the people?
Made me cry, to be honest with you, coming in. You know,
that's what happened in Canada too. We cried.
We came
when we saw
2,000 miles, 2,500 miles to get over here, and this is our one time in. Where do you want to be when you have your opportunity to make this?
Right.
It's
So you came.
We came from
Idaho.
Southeast Idaho, yes ma'am.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
I've been on the
get
road
it.
for 10 days now.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Good for you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Laura-Lynn, Tyler Thompson. That's my
I'm
YouTube.
subscribing right now.
You bet. Thank you. God bless.
You're not going with them. They're going to take them.
All right, we got a subscriber. So down there you can see that even motorhomes are, oops, sorry about that, hon. Yeah, hello. Yeah, motorhomes are all done up. So the guys have come back. They did a huge convoy. They went around the beltway of DC today, and that's what I think the leader was saying earlier, that it was very successful. It went well, and that's what they want. Just legal, legal disruptions, I guess, in some way, so that people will actually be listening, to what's going on. Hi, sir. Nice to see ya. Look at all these great guys. Doing a good job. Oh, look, here's a family. Let's get some.
live streaming us.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your name?
I'm Laura-Lynn Thompson.
Okay, and you're from Canada.
From Canada. I got on the convoy at 7 a.m. in British Columbia on the West Coast.
Wow.
I told my husband when I left that I didn't know when I'd be back.
Oh.
And he said, go fight for your country,
That's
hon.
so awesome.
I'll look after the dogs.
I love
it. So
Oh my
then
gosh.
we went across. We had thousands of people show up. Our prime minister called us the fringe minority, and I guess he got so scared by the end that he froze our accounts when we donated any money to anybody, right? So we drove across the country. We saw the beautiful people. We got over there. I lived there for 3 weeks. We didn't know when it would be over, and we loved it. We built bouncy castles, and we had so much love and adoration amongst us. We sang "O Canada." We said the Lord's Prayer. We had prayer huddles. We had worship music playing out loud. Police officers gave their heart to the Lord, and truckers actually got baptized. And they pelleted people with rubber bullets, tear gas, beanie bags to the face. You know, some people, they ran through the crowd with the horses, hurt a couple of people pretty bad, and we realized that they weren't going to listen at all. What we're seeing is that the truckers are doing something really good. They are getting meetings with the government here, and somebody's going to meet with them tomorrow. We asked for that, but our prime minister, he called us all kinds of names and said he would never meet with us, and then he froze the accounts of anyone who donated to the truckers. And so we saw a side of tyranny that we didn't think would ever be possible, and we realized that when Klaus Schwab says that he's one of his prime, star candidates, that's what this is about. Control. You're not allowed to have your own thoughts or to stand up for the freedom that you know that you should have in a democratic society. So when all of that happened, we had to vacate. The truckers were so courageous. When they saw that people were getting hurt, the truckers said, it's time, we're going to go, because we're not going to allow any more people to be hurt. So they left, and we know that Prime Minister Trudeau is the most scandalous and evil leader that Canada has ever seen, and we're very sad. So we pray that God will give us a righteous leader. Amen. We're hoping it's a man named Maxime Bernier. Maxime Bernier is a guy you should keep your ears open for, because he's gone against the establishment. Amen. And he's a good guy, and we need righteous leaders. Amen. And so thanks for praying for us in Canada.
Oh, yes,
and now we're here to support these amazing truckers.
I love it. I have to say, most of my family is from Canada.
Wow.
You know, Montreal, Quebec, and so I have a heart for the Canadians because of my bloodline, my family.
Yes.
But what we do know is that, their plans, Canada, the U.S., all the way from, Cain and Abel. But if you look at even Colonel Edward Mandel, and when he was talking to Woodrow Wilson, his whole plan, and their whole plan was basically, you know what? There are slaves, and they'll never know it. They'll comply to everything we say. But you know what? We know it, and we're not complying.
Not complying.
Amen.
Not for a second.
Well, that's right.
And now we stand, and we see Canada and the United States being united like never before,
Yes. That's awesome.
with people that love freedom and will fight for freedom. So we're here to declare an SOS on behalf of Canada, and with our broadcast. And my husband said, I said, how about another convoy, and you get to come this time. So he didn't want to be without me for 5 weeks again. So he said, all right, I'll go. Someone else is looking after the dogs this time. And so we're here, and we're grateful, and we're just sharing with the community in Canada. They're full of love and gratefulness for what's happening. So we thank you all for carrying the torch. Can you tell me your name again? Laura-Lynn Thompson. I'm on Facebook. I'm from British Columbia on YouTube, and we broadcast to the world what's going on, because the mainstream media is not telling the truth.
Amen. And you can find us on Up Front in the Prophetic on YouTube, Rumble, and as well as Truth Social in the Prophetic.
So Up Front, here, let me talk. Up Front. Say that again in my microphone. Say that again.
Okay, so you can find us at Up Front in the Prophetic at .com, as well as on YouTube. and unless we're taken down because we have to keep on popping them up.
I know.
And on Rumble, but
know.
on Truth Social now in the prophetic. So you can find us. That's exactly what we do. We bring the truth to the people, what's really going on with them and trying the pedophiles out there and everything. We're exposing it all, just like you, sister. We're in it together.
Bringing
we have
it
a
down.
big conference coming up in Gettysburg
Yeah.
where we're going to bring over 25 speakers to talk about the Second Amendment, the Constitution, everything that's going on.
It's
When will
pretty
that be?
powerful.
Gettysburg? When?
Yes, in Gettysburg.
23rd.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think we could stay here a month to get over to that? That's
Yeah,
awesome. Well,
it's
I'm going to
pretty
San Diego because they're doing one, like they're doing a conference, Clay
Yeah,
Park,
Clay
I
Park,
think.
yeah. So we
That
do
looks
pretty much the
I would
same.
love to have one of those.
We have,
May I have one of those?
Yes, yes.
Okay, awesome.
Tom Coleman, who is part of, was part of Trump's ICE program.
Yes.
And then Liz Harrington, who is his spokeswoman. We've got so many people. We're hoping for a special person to come at the event, and we're
I'm
pretty
excited,
fired
and
up.
I don't know who
We're
you
pretty
mean,
excited.
but I feel it.
We're pretty fired up
Yeah.
because you know what? Just like what you said, we are here and we have to make a difference because we cannot become a socialistic, a communistic nation. Neither can Canada. And I mean, with Trudeau and with Hayden Biden, you know, if that's who he really is.
The
because
Build Back
the ears
Better
are
buddies.
different. But anyway,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yes, the Build Back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Build Back Better
absolutely.
buddies like Boris
The Klaus.
Johnson and
Mhm.
all of them.
All of them. But we're making a stand. We are the news. Amen.
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 Woo.
And you're making a real difference, and I thank you for that. That's what we do. We have a great audience, and well, across the world, of course, when you're on
Amen.
the internet, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot of people following us, so they all know where to follow you again. And thank you for this, man. I would love to make it down to this. This is fantastic, and we love the prophetic. We love God's voice in the middle of this storm.
I can tell with that beautiful shofar.
You bet. So this was from Bethlehem at a store in Bethlehem, and I told him, I think it was back in 2000 and maybe 14, I think. And I told the guy, I need a really mega shofar because I'm gonna be in a war.
Amen.
I thought it was like the gender war, and then that's it. You know, that's what I was talking about. Now, it's like, okay, we got wars on every side, and our whole world is being taken over, and so the Lord knew.
Yes, he did. Yes.
That's awesome.
But
So,
we win.
We win. Yeah.
Yeah, we come from victory.
With the Lion of Judah, with the Lion of Judah, right? That's hand engraved.
Faith stands, fear runs.
Amen.
Because faith drives across the continent. And
That
fear
is.
runs.
Oh, I love it.
So thank you.
Oh, patriots arise.
Yes, that's
Oh, we got the mother load right here, you guys. We got everybody. Yeah. We're just walking around, seeing,
And that's what we're
showing
doing.
Canada what it's like to
Amen.
be here.
Wow, I love it.
Oh, thank you so much.
God bless you, sister.
God bless
Thank
you.
sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you at the conference.
Thank you.
Amen. God bless
Yeah,
you.
God bless you.
Love the work
Yeah.
you're doing.
Thank you. I'll send you an email.
Yes,
So
please.
we can
Yes,
chat.
that's right, and pray.
All right, and pray. Amen.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Bye-bye. God bless. God bless.